Right. Well, you're not talking about me. You're talking about.
No, I'm not saying you don't like black people. I think you like black people.
I love black people.
You love.
I love black people. Sincerely.
You sincerely love black people.
Sincerely love black
people.
people.
Sincerely love. Okay, check this out.
Yes.
If you've dated black women before in your life.
Many.
So the fact that you dated them,
yes.
Did that make you say, "Oh, I love black people because I date black women," or did you, if you dated a white woman right now, would you still love black people? Ooh, got you. Because sometimes because if you didn't, that means you were doing shit for fetish reasons.
Well, before I dated black women, my best friends were black.
Your best friends were all black. I didn't think
about it. I mean, it's a very valid question.
It's a valid question.
It's a very valid question.
Because I knew dudes that had black girlfriends that didn't like black dudes. Oh yeah. So it was a fetish thing.
No, I didn't think. I had to think about it. Like my best friends before I got into like my first relationship with a black woman. My best friends were all black at that point. And to this day, my best friends are black.
No doubt. I even hang out with you. Yeah. I mean, but no, I just want to know because
Jamar is one of my best friends.
Yeah,
my son is one of my best friends. This is all public knowledge.
So my thing is, in my head, it's like because some people, like white people, like racist people, are very good at compartmentalizing their sexual hunger for their socialization. Sure. Some people can literally be like, my Asian girl, I got an Asian chick, fuck them chinks. They'll say that, but not you. But
you're different.
Fuck them niggas, but not you. Because anybody can cross the line to fuck. Yeah. Anybody can cross the line to fuck, and they think that they're solving the racial fucking issue. No, because rape was a law installed in fucking slavery, and they didn't respect black people. Go ahead.
Right. So I think it's established that it's not a fetish thing.
It's not a fetish.
It's not a fetish thing. My whole circle is really black men. Yeah, like people who I confide in, people who when I have things that I want to discuss with, people that have been there for me, I've been there for them.
True.
Relationships going back decades.
Yeah.
That type of thing. This all came from a very good place, and
that's why
the way I looked at it is that like, okay, you could hate on cash reparations, but it's hard to hate on education. Because at the end of the day, having a segment of your population more educated, all that does is just help the country as a whole. You are better off when more people in a country have college degrees and masters and PhDs.
My thing is, us, first of all, we should have free education. That I'm down with that.
Okay, that's fine.
Because a lot of black families cannot afford. There's not a lot of them that have gone because of the money. They can't go to the prestigious colleges. We should be able to have our choice of colleges. And my thing is not to help the country because we fucking done that. To help the black society.
Right. Well,
to help black society, which needs help.
Okay. So for example, for example, 60 Minutes just did a special on this, and it really was really striking when I watched it. NYU Medical School
just gave free.
It was the guy that was the head of like the board of trustees or whatever, who was one of the founders of Home Depot.
Wow.
Put together like it was like a $500 million grant. He put up $150 million of his own money, then got his friends to throw in an extra $350 million. And from this point on, NYU Medical School is free. That's tuition free for everybody.
And I want to go to med school because of that shit.
This is kind of what started to get me thinking about this whole thing, because it showed what ties into that type of thing. Because number one, a lot of people can't afford to go to medical school.
Hell no.
So boom, all those people are suddenly thrown into the mix. Then the people that go to medical school, because they walk away with a bill of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Even though they come from lower income communities and they want to go back to those communities and do general medicine, there's not a lot of money in that.
Right.
So they turn around and specialize in like brain surgery.
Yeah, so they can get some money.
Yeah, where they can get a bunch of money to pay back these loans.
Yes.
And once you take away those loans, you're going to start getting doctors in these lower income communities that are so needed, because general doctors is the most needed profession in the country.
Right.
So you start thinking about the implications of a free education, and it just helps everybody.
It helps
everybody. You enter
First of all,
the workforce.
The stress levels are gone.
Yeah, the stress levels are gone.
You enter the workforce.
You enter the workforce without a 6-digit
Right.
bill that you have
Yeah.
to pay for the next 20 years.
And now you can all actually go, I'm going to help low-income places because I'm okay. I don't have this money worry. You know what I mean? And the fact that this dude from Home Depot created that, I said, God bless him for that.
Yeah.
But did he mean it for black people? He meant it for just
everybody.
Everybody. But in his head, he's probably thinking white students.
Well,
maybe white students.
And it was criticized because there was
Yeah.
a lot of people that come from, because in fact, when it comes to medical school, it's mostly upper class families that send their kids to medical school.
Right.
It's like it breaks
'Cause
it
they
all
can
down.
afford it.
Very few black students actually go to medical school.
Right.
So the whole thing is like, well, you're giving all these rich families free tuition, but he kind of set it up so it's across the board. It's for everybody, rich, poor,
So
whatever.
were people getting mad?
Some people got a little
People
upset
getting
over
mad
it.
because they thought more blacks are going to get in. Anytime people get mad, and they think because minorities
No.
are gonna have-
They're not saying that. They're saying that you're offering free tuition to people who can afford it.
Oh,
Already.
well, oh yeah, no, that's they shouldn't get the free shit. If you can
But they're
afford
getting
it.
but they're getting it anyway.
But you're getting it anyways.
getting it
but
anyways.
but the good thing about it, it's like it's an even playing field as far as intelligence. And so somebody come from a rich family, some poor kid comes and he smokes your ass in every test. It'll let you know it has nothing to do with how much money you have. It's all about how you're nurtured academically. You know what I'm saying? So this same thing. What is wrong with, like I said, man, black folks we're just owed so much shit. But when you said, here's the thing that I think people were turned off. You said, because your first sentence was like, I believe in reparations. Bang, good. When you said possibly, it looked like you were going, possibly, you might, it's almost like you're like, maybe you'll give them that at least. That's what I think they're getting it from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You obviously right now you're saying my intention it wasn't even that.
Here's a suggestion.
But
here's a suggestion. My thing, that word possibly meant maybe you could do it. Focus on education.
But you know how when you title some of your shit and you word shit, your shit looks a little fucked up. Well, they did the same thing to you. But now you have the chance to explain yourself and say, I didn't mean it like that. They deserve an education. That should be one of the things that they deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still think we should, like Spike Lee had 40 acres and a mule. Yeah, we deserve that shit. You fucking right, we deserve that shit. I mean, you divvy the shit up in a way that's reasonable. That's what I'm saying. To the actual descendants of slaves.
Right.